Hey, yo, what's good, YouTube? Y'all already know, man. It's your boy, LaRon TV, back with another video. Yo, if you're new to the channel, please make sure that you subscribe to this channel. Please make sure that you like this video as well. Let me know what you think about the video. Let me know what you think about the content, about the commentary, and all that shit. So, y'all see the title. We coming to just chit chat. This won't be a long video. Like I said, it won't be a long video, but I just wanted to come chit chat and talk about the Nicki Minaj being snubbed by Billboard, Cardi B being the Woman of the Year, and just talk about Megan Thee Stallion. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna wait a few moments for y'all to come in. And then we're gonna move forward. So I'm pretty sure y'all know by now. It was announced that Cardi B is Billboard's Woman of the Year this year, right? So I have no issue with that at all. I have no issue at all with Cardi with Billboard stating that, right? The only thing I have an issue with as it pertains to Billboard is, let's just look at the shit in plain text as it relates to the full year, right? They saying that Cardi B is the Woman of the Year for 2020, right? Now, we know last year Nicki Minaj got the Game Changer Award from Billboard, and I think Megan, she got another award from Billboard last year as well. So let me just see. What's up, Denise? What's up, Brown Sugar? What's up, Chini? What's up, Queen? What's up, Rel? What's up, Brandy? What's up, Rhea? What's up, Gabrielle? Yeah, so I just wanted to come. So let's talk about Cardi B being nominated for Woman of the Year with hip hop with with Billboard. I apologize. So this is my thing. WAP came out and it's a double platinum, right? Let's just shoot straight to it. It's a double platinum record. WAP was released in August. We are in November. So you mean to tell me from September, October, 2 months is enough for you to be active, for you to get Woman of the Year for Billboard? Let's really, really, really think about it for the moment. Cardi B is the one Billboard's Woman of the Year, and she released her single in August. Now, what I will tell you, just to be fair, because I know people be like, "Oh, you hating, or whatever." You know what I'm saying? No. Now, as we go into 2020, when it goes up to like the BET Awards and like the AMAs, I feel like Cardi has she's a great contender for those awards because due to the time that her song has been out, and to get off, it makes me think about Megan Thee Stallion being GQ's Rapper of the Year. It's like, let's think about it. How valid is GQ's word? Like, who gives, like, how is this white publication going to tell me that Megan Thee Stallion is the Rapper of the Year? You know what I'm saying? I feel like behind the scenes, you know how they have like in-app purchases where you have like, games or different things that you have on your phone, and they have in-app purchases. I feel like certain things people can get. Like maybe Cardi probably seen the GQ Rapper of the Year. She'd be like, I don't want that. Maybe it's like different levels for different prices. And she like, I want the Woman of the Year. So the team's just like, yeah, we want Woman of the Year. My whole point is, it's just, how do you get Woman of the Year for being active for 2 months? Two and two don't make four. I'm telling you. And that's not even hating. I would love somebody to like, and this is saying going into 2021, oh, Cardi's going to be nominated. She should be nominated for the BET Awards because, that's going to be the Billboard Awards. I think it's going to be first in May. So she's going to be nominated for the Billboard Awards. I foresee all of this going on. So she's going to be nominated for the Billboard Award. I don't understand why, like, and you know what? This is actually a slap in the face to, Megan Thee Stallion. The reason this is a smack in the face to Megan Thee Stallion is to show you that this industry is so just mixed up. Because back in the day, like when you swept one awards show, it was an indication that you were going to be sweeping for the rest of the year. If GQ magazine is quoting and stating that Megan Thee Stallion is the Rapper of the Year, how is she not Billboard's Woman of the Year? How is she not? WAP only did 2 million so far in the US and it's probably headed towards 3 million. But you know, if that's 2 million for Megan Thee Stallion, and then plus what she had out this year with Savage, Megan should have been the woman of the year. So it's like if you're the rapper of the year, how are you not the woman of the year? This whole shit is crazy. Let's think about it as it pertains to Nicki. And I said Billboard snubs Nicki. So they had to snub Nicki. Look at everything that she's put in this year from the top of the year with Yikes and everything, and how the radio and everybody has real life suppressed her. I'm glad that I see now that online, a lot of fans is looking at the radio charts and shit. Because listen, I don't want to sound crazy when I talk about this shit. I want you to really pay attention. Like, yeah, you can work and you can support an artist, but if the game is meant to try to break them and try to hurt them in certain ways so it can make whack ass songs like Don't Stop chart, you know what I'm saying? That's how this shit go. That's how this shit goes. So you got to go hard for the ones that you love, because they don't make no sense. All the features that Nicki released this year, how is she not the woman of the year? And let's further talk about this. If you want to say WAP is 2 times platinum, it came out in August. That shouldn't even listen. You want to know what's crazy? See, I used to be so deep in it that I knew for BET Awards, right? For the BET Awards, which is in June, the cutoff is in March. Whatever you release had to be released by like March. So that's April, May, June. It's like a full 3 months. It's a date. It's something. I can't. I think it might be March 1st or something like that. But I don't understand how off a 2 year. It's other female. It's other people who've been out as well this year. How are you the woman of the year? Like that shit crazy. To me, it's just Billboard playing these cockamamie games. They playing cockamamie games. Real talk. That's the games that they playing. Ridiculous, foolish games. Come on, how is somebody Billboard Woman of the Year off of 2 months? I'm not saying that Cardi doesn't deserve accolades off of coming back and being successful with her single. So don't be jaded by that. I'm not saying that she doesn't deserve that. What I'm saying is that this is off of two. You the Woman of the Year off of coming out with a single in August? How? Off of just cursing out your fans and having controversy related to, filing for divorce and all that? How? Did that like strike you up the social chart? I'm just trying to understand. Billboard plays cockamamie games. That's just exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. They bought it. Yeah, so it's probably like, it's probably some undertone industry conversation. Like, yeah, Rock Nation was able to snag that GQ Women of the Year, but Atlantic or whatever, we're gonna snag the Billboard Woman of the Year. That's probably like a in-app purchase. That's probably like $50,000. So Megan team probably like, nah, we can't do that with our budget. Nah, Megan ain't. You know what I'm saying? They probably ain't really fuck with it like that. Billboard on some fuck you, pay me. Facts. That shit is just crazy though. It's like what I want to know, what were the metrics that needed to be met for you to be, nominated as Woman of the Year? What was it? Because if we want to add up even with all of the collaborations and stuff Nicki's been on, she's well over 2 million, 3 million with sales from the singles that she's been on. It's like, so what is the metric to be held by? Cardi came out with that song, what was it, August 7th? It's no way that you're the Woman of the Year when you coming out with a song in August. This is why I try to say, like, playing cockamamie games, forcing and forcing titles. It's like, come on, man. I don't get this shit. Not Cardi going on Instagram saying why she deserved the Woman of the Year. I'm not saying that Cardi doesn't deserve to get an award or to be nominated for something for WAP. Just understand what I'm saying. It's too soon. The AMAs is coming up. She's nominated for an award. I could see that with Best Hip Hop with Nicki. Damn. Nicki tried to tell us about Mr. Sympathy and Payola. Somebody needs to beat Cardi's ass up and done. Damn. Damn. How many features Nicki have versus Cardi, and how many number one they got this year? That's what I'm saying. How are you the Woman of the Year? What is the metric that is required for this to be, met? I looked up the radio charts. You know what? Let me look that up right now while I got you on here. While I got y'all on the phone. Let me look up the radio charts. Let me go to Core because I think yesterday, whole lot of choppers impacted a crowd of a lousy, was it 5,000? I'm like, oh, they playing games. Let me see. Let's start from the top because you know Megan jumped 3 spots yesterday. She impacted 440,000 people. Okay. Where's Sweetie ass at? Because you know that she's getting the push too. Where's Sweetie at? Um, where hell she go? Okay, Sweetie jumped to number 90 plus one. She had 470,000. So Megan had 440. She had 470. Whole lot of choppers yesterday. Sada Baby. Let's see. Sada Baby impacted 5,000. I think it was 5,000. It usually has three, so I don't know if that's 5,000 or if it's 50,000, but it's definitely way lower than impacting 400,000 people. You feel me? I'm convinced Billboard is anti-black because what's going on won't matter because Cardi B will never get a game changer award. She can get any award she wants to. I believe that these awards can be bought. I just don't get it. How is Nicki snubbed based on the work that she's put in? Before BET used to count the effort that you put in. That's what it was called. It was like it would be no way. Look at the amount of work that Nicki put in this year from the top of the year to now. There's no way that you could. There's no way that you could deny it. Yo, the way that like certain songs that she had, like "Woman Like Me," the way that they suppressed that song, it ain't no way that that song made it to 100 million streams in the United States. Was 100 million streams that song made it to, and it's like her songs got to fight in a different way. It's like if that song, it's like it's crazy. Yeah, they like let no award will ever make Cardi legitimate. Facts. So it's like, how does that shit make people feel when these people they get these titles thrown at them and like again, like shit. Be honest and fair. When awards come out, people deserve to be nominated. You know, they drop their music. I just feel like August for WAP is way too soon to be nominated for Billboard Woman of the Year. And it's like, what about the other people who put work in? And you know, that shit is just crazy. We in a different time. The music industry is broken. Cardi has a machine behind her. That's made her look to Nicki. That's made her look to. That's made Nicki look bad. Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of feel like they suppress Nicki in a way where they trying to make her look less impactful. But it's like if she's less impactful, why do these people still keep going to her for features and shit like that? You know what I'm saying? They know who they want. They know who they want when it's time. You know to shine. And Billboard, they recognize that shit. Come on. You know what's so crazy? Like, why am I just learning that Megan had a track? She got a track with Young Dolph. I listened to that shit. That shit was whack. I'm like, she tried to put that cadence on. I was just like, nah. I'm just now finding out about that track. Like, if you look at radio and the way that everything is set up, it's so unfair. Like Billboard, the games they play, that shit is so unfair. It's like you would think that a strong surge of like sales would show that, you know, it would show that that people have interest in a record, but then you letting shit the radio let shit get spins that ain't even getting purchased or have no interest. So it's like the game is just fucked up. It's like what really happened at the end of the day with that whole payola investigation? Like what did it really resolve? The fact that people try to compare, yeah. You feel like Cardi's sophomore album with, I feel like she's landing because she doesn't think it'll do well. Trust me, Queen Dej, with the positioning that she gets with WAP, if that's an indication of the playlisting that song got, and you know, yeah, she's gonna be okay for a sophomore album. She'll go platinum. That's what being fair. Like, yeah, she'll go platinum. Cardi didn't come out at an album, few songs flop, and then WAP Woman of the Year. You see what I'm saying? I'm. It's like we're not forced to be logical though. You know what's so crazy? Like that's why you have to. I align with people who think outside of the box, even if they willing to question some shit. If it's not like, you know what I'm saying. So why are we not allowed to have these conversations? People make it seem like you a hater because nah, I'm just questioning it. Now if we talking 2021 and you like, yo, she followed up with WAP, she had the next single, the album did this, that, compared, as it compares up to what Megan's gonna do, what Nicki's gonna do, what Doja may come out with in 2021, we gotta see. So yeah, you do have nominations and people who deserve to be nominated, but there's no way that you deserve to be nominated 2 months in after releasing the single. Come on. One song equal Woman of the Year. It's just like going on live YouTube before dropping the video, shaking my arm. Smoke and Mirrors. I hope Nicki Minaj's fifth album come out after Cardi, not before. All these artists need to drop out of Atlantic. They ruining their money just to stay Cardi on top. Cardi says she Woman of the Year because WAP was eligible for 6 times platinum in 6 months. I smell payola. Of course. If you say if WAP is eligible for 6 times platinum, I just advise you to question what are the pure sales on it, because I would love to know. Somebody look that up and you let me know. What's the pure sales? Let me do that right now. Actually, hold on. WAP pure sales. It said it opened up with 120. They don't got none. Listen, if that song is 6 times platinum, it ain't cross of over 1 million in pure sales. You see what I'm saying? How these streams will make people. That's crazy. That shit really crazy. That's what I said. These streams really make people feel away. Is it 6 times platinum worldwide? Like, because based on what I seen on Google, it said that it was 2 times platinum. Right now, she said it's eligible, but listen, take the success, like whatever. Like I feel like it's just too soon for that song to be nominated. That was my argument in regards to being Woman of the Year. It's snubbing all of the things that Billboard's snubbing Nicki based on all of the work she put in. It's like you got to work 10 times harder just to make sure that you stay positioned. Nicki need to drop an album on her son's birthday. Cardi always tries to sabotage Nicki's moments and it irritates the fuck out of me. Yeah. Cardi always do that. She finds a way. It's like, but you know what? The game is just changing so much. I feel like in order for them to fuck with you, it's like some sort of it's something. It just seems like it's all money based. Because how do you see the efforts that other people are putting in and you just nah? It's no way. How is Megan Thee Stallion not Woman of the Year then? How is Megan Thee Stallion not Billboard's Woman of the Year? If she's a part of that 6 times platinum and she got other shit that chased it too with Savage. If we going based off numbers and Billboard is counting metrics, Megan Thee Stallion got Savage and she's a part of WAP equally as well. She's a part of WAP. If that's 6 times platinum, count that Savage times two, that's 8 million. So and Savage remix is probably close to 3 times platinum. So that's come on, let's be fair. Megan should have been the woman of the year. That's all I'm saying. If we want to count WAP in a 2 month span of a Billboard Woman in Music Award, whatever, then I think that Megan Thee Stallion, she got to take the credit for WAP and she got to take the credit for Savage Remix, and she should have been a Woman of the Year. Then I would have just been like, oh shit, Rockefeller, whoever, like they really pushing this shit. Real talk. Such a slap in the face with Megan. WAP is 6 times platinum. Oh, wow, Megan, how you feel about jumping off your Savage base to put bitch back on the map? Damn. The part that pisses me off is the last SK. No woman of color has won this award, and I'm not talking about Bloodline. If Cardi was so hot and broad in numbers, she would be a girl for features. Thank you. That's all I'm saying, Nisha. And that's what, like, look, you got to look at different things, like, at different angles. If you're this hot, like, the rappers in the game would know it. They'd be like, fuck that. I'm not going to get Nicki. I need Cardi on this shit. I need this. I need that. Like, the features that Cardi done this year, if we want to be respectful in regards to being fair and with the charts, they didn't really do anything. She jumped they coming out with a remix to the Migusta on Friday. I don't know why. It's like they just giving that some sort of suspicious reason to put it on 1,000 playlists. So then all of a sudden it's gonna be a hit. Pay attention to that. Be eyes open. So they coming out with a remix to that, and then she did that song with Blackpink, and they trying to make that a single. Let's see how hard they push that on Top 40 radio, because that's a Top 40 radio and maybe rhythmic radio record. I'll be watching the charts. Let me look at it again right now, because that song was released to radio. That song was released to radio already last week or the week before. I'll be watching that shit. Yeah. Let's see. Mike Will said that his song was supposed to be getting radio play, and I don't see that shit popping up. You got to watch the charts on these niggas and make sure that they doing what they supposed to, because yeah, it's like how Sweetie getting play and she don't even come on. Ain't nobody even come on, man. Like, really? That's crazy. Cardi sound the same on all the songs, and she don't know how to make a sound feature. Nicki does. Migusta plays on the radio occasionally, but it's not an organic hit. I listen to Latin radio here in Chicago. Yeah, like that song is not really doing well based on the metrics that I've seen. So I don't understand, like, right? So if we come out with, like, with that speed bow, he got another record that's on radio right now too. NBA young boy, but like, Move Your Hips. Like, why wasn't Move Your Hips played like Plain Jane? You feel me? Like, I don't understand. I don't get it. Why wasn't Move Your Hips play? Why didn't Expensive didn't even crack top 100 of overall radio? Like, I be watching this shit. I watch this shit. And yet, when you see a record come out like Sweetie and Megan, like Don't Stop, they climb so quick, like 500,000 plus updates every day, just killing it, just jumping 10 spots, 10 spots, 10 spots. Like, man, listen, it got to be a way to get to the bottom of this shit, because that shit is not fair. COVID is going to kill her career if the 21 projections true Olympic pop her to look. Listen, so what 2021 projections are you talking about? See, this is why this shit got me going crazy. Like, man, you notice the numbers is going up too with this COVID shit. So, man, listen, they ain't even hiding this blatant radio audience increase. You see it. Do you look at Corb.net every day? I'm telling you guys, go look at Corb.net every day. Look at radio. Do your Control F if you're on a computer. And if you're not doing Control F, just go and look to see what's getting radio play. I'm telling you, it would be some nutty shit going on when Chun-Li came out. Chun-Li would get 48 plays for the day, and I would see it impact maybe like 30,000 people. And then I would see a song get 14 plays, and that shit would impact like 200,000. I'm like, this shit is a setup. How is the song getting less plays, but it's impacting more audience? It's a lot of blockage going on at the large radio stations that I think Atlantic got to hold on to. So the large radio station that you really get them impact with the numbers. Like me, I'm down in Texas. So down here, the radio market is big. So I didn't hear Nicki on the radio down here at all. So I know for a fact she lost audience down here. That's crazy. That's crazy. That all contributes. If you get played on Houston radio, this is a city of 3 million. So you imagine how many people do listen to the radio out of that percentage? That's numbers. So if you're not getting played on the radio, I used to complain about that shit all the time. Come on. iHeartRadio's full of shit. They are blocking Nicki. They're gonna regret treating Nicki like this. Cardi only has one song all year. I watch my local stations. They play Nicki old shit like "Moment for Life" on the R&B stations. Yo, that shit crazy. iHeart is in bed with Atlantic. They run the bulk of the radio stations. Yeah, and iHeart also, Charlemagne revealed some shit about iHeart Radio. Come on, how could you? It's like, you gotta have some. You just gotta be strong, because the way that this industry had tried to tear you down, it ain't no way in hell that this girl should not be recognized. At least for, she snatched her record back from Taylor Swift. And I feel like Taylor Swift honored last year. I think she was. I'm going crazy trying to figure out even this Nicki money is involved. They not playing B. I'm boy like that. They playing Cardi, Atlantic. Yeah. They like, yo, she's too talented. They hear these hot ass verses. That's how I felt about the Dip record, right? I felt like Atlantic Records. This is my opinion when it came to that record with Dipped, when she came out with that shit. Or that Rob with the Icon issue, Harper's Bazaar. I'm covering the Icon issue. I got issues. She spazzed so much talently on that shit. They was like, this black bitch, we blocking this fucking record. This shit is not going up. And they blocked her ass. They blocked her on radio. Wait a minute. We got our payola princess who, we get these payments from, or whatever the case is. Because listen, there is something is unfair. Something unfair is going on. There is blockage. You look at them charts yourself. I direct people and I implore them to look at it. And now more people is talking about it. We see what's going on. We see what's going on. They like, hell no, this bitch can't come out dissing her and then, killing it like that too. In a metaphorically subliminal way. Hell no, we blocking her record. And that's how it goes. They blocked Dip. They blocked Dip. They blocked it. It's like, we can't have that. No. I like to pull up with some Barbie doll dick in the thighs. They said the pussy top 5 dead or alive. But why do they block Nicki? Why don't they do it to Drake? That's what I'm saying. Drake gets a lot of radio play. And you would think an artist like Drake, who Drake is blessed, to be honest with you. He don't really need the radio play. So if we basing it based off artists who already get a lot of push, Drake gets the most radio play out of anybody. His songs jump. His songs impact radio immediately. He jumps constantly. A Drake feature is a good look. All these views at what that speed guy, and not the radio only player songs that they think she did somebody on. You don't think how much they play Barbie sings. Billboard playing these cockamamie games. Playing these games. Like, come on. They know damn well Cardi B is not the woman of the year. At least not for 2020. Nicki don't come on social media like that no more. She's quiet storm. Nicki use social media for what it is. Like, I think she be on it though. Everybody's on social media, but that just because you on it don't mean you gotta post. You just gotta know what's going on. You feel me? And Billboard and radio coincide. So if Billboard was smart, they would say, hey, we have, that's a great question. See, if people want to be effective, we should send Billboard fucking emails and ask they ask. So what constitutes for a song getting airplay? Because if a song is not getting streamed, and if it's not, like, I don't understand this shit. Like, what really makes this shit move? Because they break that shit down from the Spotify to the Shazam. Like, that shit just don't make sense. Nikki stay lurking. How you gonna replace a queen with a servant? And that S class swerving. It's all about music for Nick, but she pay attention to the streets. Yeah. So at the end of the day, Billboard is out here giving out erroneous um awards. To be clear, never to say that nobody's talent or whatever they contributed doesn't deserve to be nominated. I just personally don't think it should have been for 2020. It should have been somebody else. I'm not even saying that the person nominated should have been a female rapper. Like, you know what I'm saying? It could have been. I'm pretty sure there's somebody who I personally don't listen to had an amazing year and certified over 2 million sales or plus. I'm pretty sure there's somebody. If it's like, what is Billboard basing this award off of? That's what I want to know. Like, what are the metrics they're basing it off of? Bars are supposed to be putting a letter together to address radio play. That shit need to get sent everywhere. Send that shit to Billboard, email that shit to Billboard, ask these niggas questions. Like, I really want to know what in the equation. I want to know how Don't Stop by Megan Thee Stallion is number 200 something on iTunes, ain't really doing nothing, and how Sweetie Song is not really doing nothing. How's it getting radio play? I want to know what is the factor of the radio play. Now, if they came back to us and they said, you know what, there is truth behind it. There are promoters and independent people who do shit and they run records. Okay, I get it. And if Nicki's just like, you know what, I'm not paying nobody to do that. So I'll be like, okay, it's a money game. And Nicki just chooses not to contribute into it. Like, I would rather understand it like that. Now, if there's a way and it's like you got to take 200, 300,000 out of your project to put it into radio and they just not doing that and we understand that, then I'm like, okay, all right, they ain't doing it. But this shit don't make sense. It's not an even playing field. It's not an even playing field. If that's the case, Ariana Grande had a great year. Why didn't she get it? You know what, Nisha? I actually thought about that, and I didn't say that. I was just like, yo, because she just came out with a new album, and I was just like, that could be a little confusing. But she did have a great year, prior to. Hit the like button. It's free. Yeah, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video, do all that. Makes sense. This is what I plan on doing. Contacting Billboard. I literally was out of breath trying to explain how Nicki's being blackballed. Everyone thinks I'm losing my mind. Nope. Just show them the stats. That's all you got to do. But they don't think that the average person doesn't see it from that angle. They just think that we see, like, okay, she's going up on iTunes, she's doing this, she's doing that, and then we see like the songs. Let me tell you how this shit used to go back in the day. How I used to watch iTunes so much. It was to a point where, right, like, say a song come out and it falls off of iTunes, but then you see it going up on radio, it would organically rise on iTunes. It was just more organic. So more people would start buying it when the song rose on radio. So it kind of did that for like pretty much all of the songs like that back in the day. But nowadays it's a little different because it's like, it's not fair, and that's how you could tell it's forced. It ain't no way that Megan is impacting 400,000, 500,000 people every day and nobody ain't buying that music. It's not organic. How you sitting at 200 something with Don't Stop and you getting over 400,000, 500,000 radio impressions every day? That's no, something ain't right. Damn Billboard. I mean, what are we discussing? I missed it. Look at the title. Look at the title. Shit, us bars already did that. Contacting Billboard. You got to make more noise. We got to ask what constitutes what's the formula in regards to radio play? Why is it that Megan Thee Stallion and Sweetie? It's just great question. I want to know how those songs are not doing good and they just receiving radio play. I just really, really want to know. I want to know, and it's a valid question. People get mad and they could be like, "Oh, you hating?" No, I'm opening up the conversation. I want to know. Now, you would be a hater to like, even though that song with the positioning on the playlist, WAP did get radio play because it was doing good across all platforms. Don't hate. I'm not gonna hate. I could see why that song was getting the radio play, even though we know that that was pushed too. That's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is on paper, across the board, it looks good. You understand what I'm saying? Don't stop on its own don't look good. Sweetie's records on its own, the metrics don't look good. How you getting this WAP radio play without the stats to back it up? And that's the question that we got to ask. How are you getting this WAP radio play without the metrics? That shit don't make no sense. You got to question people. People don't like when you question them though. Radio doesn't need to count as much as for Billboard. It's very manipulated and doesn't give every artist a fair shot, especially Nicki. Radio's supposed to be what listeners want to hear, but it's not. I put money on Atlantic has something to do with trolls free falling. Yeah, and then it's also to the point where it's like, payola is not just Cardi and them receiving radio play or whatever, right? So you have to be a brainiac in a way where you got to think about it. You don't never know if that the labels have a deal where they just like, yo, like, don't play her music like that. Imagine, DJ, was it DJ Envy? He admitted to blackballing Nicki throughout his plethora of DJs that he fraternizes with. He had her blocked through that little avenue. So who knows what that did? And then the suppression of Atlantic probably telling him, listen, payola is not just paying to get play, but it's probably paying to suppress too. So you got to be aware of that as well. It's paying to suppress. Stay woke. It's paying for play and it's paying for suppression. Fuck out of here. Ain't no way. So be clear if you hating and you thinking I'm just hating. Nobody is saying that Cardi don't deserve to be nominated or whatever for an award, but I just want to question, how are you getting this within 2 months? It don't make sense. Don't. Everything you get in little hoes cause of me. I want to fight the directors of Billboard. They said that there was a mass email that went out saying not to have dealings with Nicki Minaj back when she did Millie, so I couldn't believe it. I never heard about that. Time for Nicki to go back to court for this radio shit. I just want to know. That's just the question at hand. If we want to be fair across the board, like songs like WAP, Trolls went up too. It had the streams, just like, Fifi had more streams, but Fifi did good. Fifi got the radio play that it deserved. But how is Don't Stop getting Fifi radio play? And how is Sweetie Song getting Fifi radio play, WAP radio play, and it don't got the metrics to line up? These people want you to feel like you're crazy. No, you woke. There's something ain't right. Oh, you mean Miley, Miley. And Drake never told her. Watch them give Cardi female rap of the year. Somebody was telling me that too on Instagram. They was like, at the AMAs, they was like those numbers was wrong because Cardi is gonna win. Watch when whatever that shit is aired. The 22nd. We'll see how it plays out. Nicki was blackballed when she dissed Miley. Maybe TikTok has impact. Nah, TikTok is not on the metric when you're looking up, the charts and shit like that. If it was based off of that, then Sada Baby should be getting way more play on this remix. If that's the case, you know what's crazy? Megan Thee Stallion "Don't Stop" came out like a month before Whole Lotta Chopper's remix, and Nicki had more videos made on her song within like a week than Megan had like in a month. No, no, no lie. Like her shit crossed her, like, because Megan was like at 10,000 the last time I seen it. Nicki crossed that shit quick. I'm telling you. So if we basing it off of that, you see what I'm saying? Suppression is a huge thing. And ain't nobody hating. We just know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know that Nicki go up every time that she drops some shit. Even though we look at iTunes, her shit ain't never in the front of iTunes no more. Every time that these other artists come out with shit, it's on the front of iTunes. It's promoted heavy. It's like, what's the politics behind that too? Like, damn. Even her song with what's that song she did? Knock knock. Guess who's coming to dinner? Oh my god. What was that shit? Yeah. What the point I'm trying to make with that song she came out with, what's that guy's name? What's his name I'm talking about? With Mr. Easy and Mr. Easy and somebody else. But anyway, right? The point I'm trying to make is that that's all of her songs made it to #1 on iTunes, and they never put them shits on the front page and promote it. If you open up your iTunes and you one of those people who purchase shit, if you don't see that, you ain't gonna buy it. So all of her fans always get her shit to #1, regardless if they put that shit on the front page or not. Major Lazer. Yeah. Yeah. It was said Birdman now got warned, advised Nicki to apologize to Miley, who's music princess overall. Nicki refused, as she should. Yep, I remember hearing about that. No, she was blackballed after that Grammy performance. Nah, but she still was doing good. The pink print had a good run, in my opinion. She still was doing good. I'm telling you, until Nicki got into this beef with Cardi is when her whole radio and everything started to change. I'm telling you. Everything started to change. And I'm telling you, if you somebody like if you a fan of Cardi or if you are Cardi personally and you see that this girl is suffering and you know that her shit is ill and you know that you was inspired by her and you came up to her listening to her music, ain't no way that you be like, yo, y'all niggas got to stop this shit. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, if it's an even playing field, it's an even playing field and somebody, but you can't. Come on. It's clear. You know who they go to for the collaborations and features. You know who they want. Like, come on. Like, it is what it is. So, but maybe it's something with women. They just like, damn, like they got to suppress her to make me look more than, you know what I'm saying? If making her look less than is making me look more, then fuck it. Cardi stay saying, Nick, you was stopping bags. I was all smoke and mirrors. Yeah, I just feel like, and to be honest, and this is on some other shit too. Not even just this is just a thought. I feel like Cardi made female rap negative too because she brung all that gang shit and all of that shit. Even though if like Nicki connected to people in the streets, that's kind of like her team. If she go out of town or whatever, whatever. But I felt like Cardi brung all this gang shit in female rap. It's like she just made it negative. That's my opinion too also to add to the conversation. I just feel like she made it negative. So I do believe Cardi B, regardless, like smoke and mirrors and all that. I do think it may look good on paper, her stats, but I do feel like it's not a good person overall behind all of it. I just don't. I don't think she's a good person. I feel like she brought a negative vibe like into the game. You know, even as catty as Azealia Banks is talking shit, and her, going back and forth with, not going back and forth because Nicki never responded to her, but talking shit about Nicki and then apologizing, talking shit, apologizing, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't to the level of a Cardi B. It's like Cardi had that kind of like dysfunctional vibe. Y'all know what I'm talking about too. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. She had more of a dysfunctional vibe. Female rap has been negative in my opinion, though. But yeah, but even with the beef with Remy and Nicki, it kind of stayed like in a hip hop type of sense. I didn't feel like anything really was impacting. I didn't feel like Nicki was really impacted like that. Azealia has talent at the end of the day. Cardi is a negative spirit. The game changed when she entered for show. I just also felt like when Cardi came in the game, it just let you know that you don't need a big. It's like it makes people feel like you don't need a big production like Nicki when we have Cardi that can, will glamour up and she could do it for cheap. Because I'm gonna be honest, the people who I know not wearing no damn Reeboks, and that's just being truthful. That's not hating, but nah, the people I know don't want no damn Reeboks. I mean, do your thing. You got to make it look good and do what it is, but nah. But that's besides the point. The point of this video was just in regards to the whole Billboard snubbing Nicki Minaj, not recognizing any of her entries that she had. Like, come on, she put in work this year. Regardless, you should start asking the radio. You guys should do an investigation. Be like, how did this girl release these songs? Like, where did they peak at? Where did this? What was? Can anybody answer that? What was Nicki's highest um radio record this year? When I started to notice that that shit wasn't over, and a lot of fans were saying like, oh, the hate train is over. The hate train is not over. I started to notice because, no, real talk, when Yikes came out, before, when Nicki would just drop records and they wouldn't be singles, the radio would play them all the time. They would have her songs in the mix shows and all of that shit. A lot of that shit changed, and they don't do that shit no more. I'm telling you, they don't do it. So when Yikes came out, Yikes didn't really get radio play like that. They didn't really do nothing with the record. It just kind of like lived on TikTok. It was like, it just kind of like, you know what I'm saying? It came out for the few weeks and then it kind of like fizzled. I think it crossed 100 million streams on, it crossed 100 million streams on Spotify though. So that's an achievement for a record, especially that they suppressed it. That song could have did way more numbers than it did. Notice how Scooter Braun never let Nicki on a track with Doja and Ariana. What track you talking about? The public hate train is winding down, but radio suppression is still strong. After Trolls, I haven't really heard a lot about Nicki. Because Cardi is toxic and she's a rotten individual. LeRon, I'm stressed out. Are they really trying to play my sis? Real talk. Yep. You just gotta, I think what it is that the more, see, these is conversations that the typical fans are normally not aware of, so people don't really angle it like that. And that's why it's good that more people is talking about the way that Nicki is being blocked on radio, because we have to find ways to kind of direct that shit now. You have to be active. Are you being, what I mean? You have to react to that shit. You just have to. You gotta find ways to break through, because that shit is literally hurting somebody's career. But even though we fans and we're gonna show up in the ways that we show up, we're gonna support, we're gonna buy the singles, we're gonna buy the albums, we're gonna, buy the merchandise, we're gonna do those things to support. But it's like, damn, I really want to know that. How is Sweetie and Megan Thee Stallion songs getting radio play with, and they don't have the stats to match it? And they got us going crazy, like, oh, Shazam, 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 do this, do this, do this, do all of this shit. And we got everything that's decent across the board. Like, I would think, like, especially for a major release, like every single that come out is not really a major release. Like the Major Lazer with Mr. Easy, that was a good song. That was a good song, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't, they didn't even put that on the front of iTunes. Like, I don't know if that comes down to a bag or whatever it is. I'm pretty sure you have to have something at stake, to be on the front page of iTunes, but that shit, something is not right. But Nicki got the stat, when she break records, they want to change the rules. It's annoying the fuck. Yeah. Cardi can't wait too much longer to release. Nicki could drop in 2022. Cardi can't wait that long. Yo, I don't know if anybody answered in regards to what's the projections for COVID. Like, what was the projections for COVID for 2021? Let me look that up. Let me get my own news, right? I'm on a smartphone. Telling you, tell me. 2021 COVID predictions. I have to get into that another time. It's a little detailed. What's up, Ariel? Through at least summer. Damn. Shouldn't matter. Cardi didn't tour at US anyway. Cardi has never been on the US tour. Yeah, she did a little spot dates. Bro, her and NBA Youngboy don't get no plays, but her and NBA Youngboy do get way more numbers than people who won't even get plays, and that's facts. Yeah. See, what they try to do is they try to cause this snowball effect. So it makes people feel like, damn, I did a song with Nicki. It didn't go up, or whatever the case may be. What is the issue? And then, they tried that years ago. But unfortunately, Nicki's phone is just still ringing. She adds a quality to the track that they don't really provide. And this is why Megan jumped on the Thick remix and it ain't really going up. You feel me? Like, DJ chose the wrong one. Real talk. Cardi becomes irrelevant if she doesn't keep up with the drama and the shenanigans, because nobody really checking for her musically. Remember, Spotify suppressed the numbers. Yeah, remember Spotify had that little game that they played when it came to that record with French Montana, Cardi, and Post Malone. I think they added some streams to it and tried to for one day, and then the streams got taken away. Like, it was some crazy shit they had uncovered. And then also keep in mind, for the concerts, they said you have to be vaccinated and you have to be tested for COVID within 72 hours. Are you putting that on the line to go see Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B? Are you going to be vaccinated? And I'm not putting that on the line to go see nobody. Real talk. Music industry is going to change for a while. Like, we're going to have to find different ways to support our artists. Who the syndicated radio answer to? Um, that's a good question. You have to look into that. They're trying to make people think that Nicki days are numbers, and she failing and done now, but she's still hot. Yeah, I don't think many people are really gonna get vaccinated to go to a concert. Like, nah, that money about to get crazy. Like, because if these labels is putting all that out there, but maybe they'll just find different ways to move. That would be the more strategic thing. Because I mean, if I was a business, I'd be like, yo, we still gotta win. We gotta find different ways to to make this shit move. But if the artist ain't sitting on that much money, because Like with Beyonce, I believe with an artist like Beyonce, like she recorded her album and brought it to her label. She didn't ask them to pay for nothing. They wasn't in a loop with knowing what her album sounded like or nothing. She did it like that. I don't think Cardi is on that type of level where she's paying the producers herself. And this is why the label is up in litigation right now, where they paying people. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit is crazy. Think about it. Beyonce went off and paid her. She recorded her album and brung it to Columbia herself. Like, you feel me? She didn't pay. They didn't pay for none of the studio time or nothing. And I think Nicki can do that too. Megan can't do that. She can't do that. Nah, she got to go hit the fund up. I'm pretty sure they got some black card that they use. They just pay for shit like that. Cardi not smart enough for that. Cardi doesn't have the bags to pull up Beyonce. What's up, Toy? I would do a drive-in big parking lot type of concert. I think y'all should quit talking about Megan, Cardi, and all those other mediocre hoes. Every time they drop something, they turn the other way. Get these hoes no press. We need to figure out who the executives at Billboard so we can send an email. Shit, too bad. Like, nowadays you can't even do no. You can't even like form a crowd on those shit because they'll be fucking calling the police on your ass. But we need to do some sort of. We need to do something like the Spotify offices in New York. I'm like, yo, all of those fans be so pressed to go to the damn meetups in New York. Like, why don't y'all start going to the Spotify offices? Like, start like making some noise. And be like, yo, the fans is out there. Like, they upset. Start being crafty. Start making some signs. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, do this shit up. If y'all really want to see an improvement, if you want to see Nicki playlisted more, like Spotify is in New York. There's so many fans who go to her events out there. Like, start making some moves. Cause y'all know when she be out there under the parents, everybody's out. So, make some moves. Start like going to the Spotify office. That's where you start at. Let them know that there's some dissatisfaction. That's how you really start. With COVID can't go out. Did you hear about your show? Yeah, yep. I was listening. Neek. In regards to the the Carl Kanai shit protest for Nicki. Yeah, you got to start there. You got to start somewhere. Like I told y'all back in the day for Foxy Brown, we had to call Def Jam. Um, we called Def Jam like for days. Like when she had that issue with them when they wouldn't release her album, we called for days, like just harassing them on the phone. And then she came back to Wendy Williams like within a month, and she was just like, "Yo, they had to let me go." The fans was just going crazy. Come on, the fans you got to just make moves. Everybody be quick to show up in New York when they get that when it's an event or whatever, because Nicki, she takes photos with fans. She does. Nicki does good by her fans. So when people know when they link up with her in New York, like it's a good moment. So make that shit work in a different way. Make her proud. Go to the fucking Spotify office and shut that shit down. Like, come on, y'all. I know y'all could do that shit. Take like 100 people, go to the Spotify office, make signs, and just fucking go in. Megan said in one of her interviews yesterday. Let's see. Megan said in one of her interviews yesterday that she made most of her album in her living room during the quarantine. The question is, did Tori help her make it right? Oh yeah, I heard that in the interview too. I think I was listening to Mob Radio when I heard her. I think she played that in the show. Did she play that in the show yesterday? I'm trying to think because I didn't listen to a Megan. It had to be because I didn't listen to a Megan Thee Stallion interview yesterday, but I did hear her say that she made most of it in the living room. I wonder how that's gonna come out though. I'm telling you, we gonna see. What you think her song "Body" is going? What you think her song "Body" is gonna sound like? Mm-mm-mm. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Every artist should want actual sales over streaming. Thank you, Unicorn and Sprinkles. Who is going to buy your product? A bunch of window shopping going on. That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, real talk. This is why I used to get mad, like back in the day with the Rihanna fans, because Rihanna fans used to talk so much shit about Rihanna having number ones, number ones, number ones, more number ones than Beyonce, right? We know Beyonce got number ones, but she don't have as many as Rihanna. But Beyonce is the better talent, in my opinion. She's better on all levels organically. That's just my opinion, right? So Rihanna fans will want to argue talking about number ones, but I didn't have no number one album. I think Rihanna finally got her number one album. I don't know which album it was though, but I think I don't know if it was Auntie, but I think she finally did get a number one album out of all of the attempts that she shot out, right? She finally did. But my whole thing that I used to say to Rihanna fans was that Rihanna fans buy singles, Beyonce fans buy albums. They buy albums. Ain't our first week sales ain't never compared, ain't never been a threat. It's like it never. Even the highest, I think Rihanna at the highest, she might have did like 200, if that, or 200, 233, if that. Not saying, you know what I'm saying? So Rihanna fans will run up that $1.29 quick, but they not buying that album in pure sales like that. Real talk. She getting that coin. You couldn't even stream Lemonade for a whole year unless you had the title. You had to buy it. Real talk. That's actually smart. Ma played it today. Oh, okay, yeah, that's where I must have heard it because I'm just like I know I didn't play a Megan Thee Stallion interview. Well, let me send the Queen of Library. She got about that was directly to Cardi. Weezy saved Nicki from 360 downfall. That's why she files so high, 100 million. Real talk, male rappers not even seeing that kind of bag. Yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to come chat about this whole Billboard shit and they playing these games. You know, it's all smoke and mirrors. That's all you could say in regards to this matter. It's all smoke and mirrors. How do you come out with a song in August? We in November, and we 2 months after that, and you nominated for the Woman of the Year. Megan is the Rapper of the Year, even though even though there's other people who we know who went way up. You just got it makes it questionable, and it makes the game just not all. It's not authentic at all. Jason Lee dragged the hell of her. Yeah, I heard that on my radio today. I was like, damn, he went hard. Like, see, and you know what? And this is what I'm saying with Megan Thee Stallion. Her team got my video removed. One of the videos that I made in regards to what was it about? I can't even remember. What was that video about? I was basically saying how she was a user and how she used people to try to grow her fan base, collaborating with different people and stuff like that, using Nicki, then jumping on to Cardi. I felt like Jason Lee was saying some of the shit that I was saying. Like, and that's what I basically felt like she did though. She rode Nicki's wave. You know what I'm saying? She went hard. She did what she had to do to get the collaboration. She turned up to the music and then she jumped on Cardi. You feel me? So um I don't know. I just feel like he basically said that Cardi can't stop the way, how he feels towards Megan. Like that shit is crazy. But when you sit back for a second, I do kind of feel bad for Megan a little bit because I feel like, damn, like what what made the energy just shift like this? Like everybody coming at her head. Beyonce is overrated. Damn. I just called my local radio station and requested a Mike Will song. I had all my sisters and cousins there. Damn, that's what's up. Jason will come for her every day if she responds. Yeah, I think Nicki got a lot of content recorded. We'll see what she rolls out with. Yeah, but Jason Lee went hard on Megan Thee Stallion. Though I was like, damn, like that shit got to be. But you know what I'm saying? You see, I be talking about music and like how I feel like she should go harder. And you get my videos and shit taken down because I said you use people. But then he be saying all types of crazy shit about her, and she don't get. You know what I'm saying? Why you getting my shit taken down? Because she knows if she gets his shit taken down, that shit is gonna go. He gonna go off, and it's gonna balloon the situation. Real talk. Megan's goofy as fuck, rubbing elbows with Cardi, knowing she calls black people monkeys and roaches. You know what? And while we in the talk of that, see, Megan was very strategic. She knew to get the feature from Nicki Minaj because she wanted to have that on her resume, which would, have the fans stream her album and support her and shit like that, right? But she knew that she didn't want to get too close to Nicki because she knows that Nicki Minaj is being blackballed right now. I'm telling you, it's psychology. Listen, it is. She ain't want to get too close because she knows that if she would have ever played that game and showed any type of resistance to Cardi, Cardi would have her blocked from radio. I do believe that Atlantic has influence over radio. I do believe that. Megan used Nicki. Bro, rapper of the year need to go to NBA Youngboy, Little Baby, or the Baby. They numbers was out of the world 8 years, and then nigga NBA Youngboy numbers be out of the world. Make don't even have an album. Facts. Sugar. Sugar is an album, I guess. You know, they had to take the Savage remix, even though Savage was from Sugar. That's crazy. She took the Savage, which was from her mixtape. She took the remix that was from a song from her last project and put it on the new project. That's crazy what they'll do for these certifications. Begging Megan trying to keep a leg in. That's crazy. Megan's on her third. Wait, I really want Megan to win, I swear, but the move she made worked against her. The public Cardi was a popularity move, but not a smart one because it suppressed her own image plus the Tory situation. Megan's on her third album, let's be honest. April marks 3 years since invasion of privacy. That's not cheating. I don't know what is. Atlantic is huge in payola. I don't think Nicki used Meg. If so, for what? Word. She didn't. She didn't do anything. All Nicki did was go live. Megan jumped on her live. She cornered her, talked about a record that she wanted her to be on. Megan knows that everybody was looking that if Nicki didn't do the record, it would make Nicki look bad. Nicki did the record. Nicki did the video, and Megan got what she wanted. She didn't show up to Queen Radio. She didn't want to get too close to Nicki because she didn't want to get blackballed. Even though Hot Girl Summer was played on the radio, it didn't really it could have went up more. It could have. We know that. Hot Girl Summer didn't get the same radio play that WAP got. It was too much too soon, in my opinion. Nicki and Beyonce back to back, she never earned it. She definitely didn't deserve a B collab. Let's be honest. Can we be truthful? Beyonce got Megan Thee Stallion got a Beyonce collaboration early on. I remember when Nicki got a Beyonce collaboration. That was like when you had to work, like you know what I'm saying. Like you had to really prove yourself and like prove that shit. That's why no lie, like they saying it was a Cardi and Beyonce collaboration. I know we never heard it, and they said that it was true or whatever. But I kind of thought that was crazy. I'm like, well, maybe Beyonce changed. But then I had to be fair and think about it. I was like, well, Beyonce worked with a Mill, and a Mill was kind of like a nobody. But a Mill was on hand of Jay-Z, who she was on Rockefeller Records, which he was over. So it made sense because Emil got her collaboration with Beyonce because Jay-Z was dating her back then. He like, yo, collaborate with my artist, get her popping, whatever. Shit didn't work though. She wanted to get validation from the queen and the stats with the gremlin. Damn. Nicki collaboration with Beyonce was way better. Yeah. Flawless Remix was way better. Feeling Myself was way better. Beyonce did that because they both from Houston and the money went to some shit in Houston. Yeah. But I also think that Beyonce managed her and shit too, just because, like, you know, being from Houston, it's another female rapper coming up. That's a smart move as far as like management. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of foreseen that before it happened. I was like, yo, Beyonce don't snatch her up. You know, Megan was kind of hot back then. So it only made sense. So she connected with Jay-Z and Beyonce. Jay-Z manages her. So I'm pretty sure like her options is kind of like limitless when it comes to like access to production or, you know, shit like that. You crazy? Beyonce wasn't popping when she worked with Emil though. Emil was hot then. Yeah, Beyonce was popping when she worked with Emil. Beyonce already had they already had no no no. Nah, you bugging. They honestly tried to use the lame excuse that WAP wasn't radio friendly and shouldn't be on radios, but there was an official clean version that could have been radio friendly. Stupid. Yeah, WAP was played on radio heavy. It's coming down now because, you know, just because it's August and it's November, it's coming down now because, you know, time has passed and the record has already went up and did what it did. So now it's coming down off of radio. Like if you look, like, let me see where WAP is at on radio right now. On overall radio. Cardi B WAP is 57 on overall radio and it lost audience of 300 and like 10,000 people yesterday. So it's coming down. Let me tell you, this is the game too that they do when records start coming down. Like yesterday, it lost 310,000 people in audience. That means that there's a new record coming. They just trying to take that out now. They letting it come out. They letting it come down because of something new. So they playing it less. Megas from San Antonio. Yeah. I'm about to hop out of this video though. I just wanted to come chat with y'all. We've been here over an hour now. It's 1 hour 12 minutes. So I'm about to hop out of the video. Let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think Megan? Do you think Megan is the rapper of the year? Do you think Cardi B deserves the woman of the year based on coming out in August and we now in November off of 2 months? You know, again, nobody is saying that she don't deserve to be nominated for an award or that she doesn't deserve to win an award based off of her contribution musically. But what I'm saying is, it's 2 months after, it don't make sense. And I don't care if you sold 6 million, if it's 6 times platinum, like you didn't sell 6 million in pure sales. Like this game is just changing. It's just making people you read between the lines. How many faking these streams getting plays for machines? I don't mind on Cardi getting that. She was speaking on politics all year and stuff. Damn. You drinking that Kool-Aid too, bro? Come on. Like there's no way. Just because she was speaking on politics. It's like when Cardi was talking speaking on politics, real talk, she didn't even really have the depth to go in and just speak about shit. She was just kind of like cookie cutter. She was just using those moments honestly to just kind of like, even though she from the hood, like she was just trying to like pander to black people. That's my opinion on that. Honestly, what's the point of being an artist these days? Just your access to the different things, different events, different accoutrements. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's really about, your access and your comfortability. If you ask me, that's what it's about being an artist, having access to different things. No woman of the year for making the Stallion. Sorry, there are other female rappers that deserve it. So we just gonna ignore Cardi B getting songwriter of the year before Nicki? Like, damn. Yeah, I'm definitely out of here. So please make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna be back on, probably do another video soon. But yeah, let me know what y'all think below. Do you think Cardi B definitely should be nominated for, should be getting Woman of the Year with Billboard? Do you think it's crazy that Megan Thee Stallion is the Rapper of the Year, but she's not the Billboard Woman of the Year? Like, normally what I'm trying to say is like back in the day, I know things changed, but I felt like things were more organic back in the day. If you win award shows, you start sweeping, you sweep across the board. How did you do all of this at BET? You did all this at BET. You the GQ Woman of the Year. GQ means shit to hip hop. Take that shit and take it somewhere else, personally. But Nicki would be in my Cardi's with ASCAP. Yeah, those is different publishers. So yeah, that shit is crazy. The game is twisted. The game is twisted. But I'm out of here. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know what y'all think in the comments below.